So, I've been watching the show, The Office, and I've noticed some strange things beside the fact that it's way worse than The Office. So there's this show called The Orifice, and it's about these people called Meredith and Toby. And they're the only main characters. Of course, there are a lot more like Bob, Tobert, and Rod. But that's about it. Now, in this show, there is also a plot, and that is to track down the ever-mysterious Scranton Strangler and take him to justice. In The Office, there was never a definite answer to the Strangler was, though. Even though, is what I am here to figure out today. Who is the Scranton Strangler?
Hello. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Today is a very sad day. Our good friend, Link, has passed. I get no joy from telling any of you this, but it has to be said. He died peacefully, of course. I'm sorry. I can't.
My main list of suspects is Bobby, Jim, Creed, White, Horton, and Robert. But there's also someone who else I think expect to be it, but I don't reveal it until the end. Now, the reason I think it is Horton is that the Scranton Strangler is repeatedly said to be morbidly obese. And that the spin-off movie Horton Hears a Who, starring Leafy, a rat, and Horton. Horton is also frankly a quite large individual, but sadly he is also quite ugly. And in the show, Meredith points out that the Strangler is gorgeous, so he can't be him.
Is he gorgeous? He looks gorgeous in the drawings.
Yeah.
That scowl.
So there is also Robert California, but the Strangler has been doing his thing long before he was introduced. I think he is a reptile.
Well, I will not be blackmailed by some ineffectual, privileged, effete, soft debutante. You want to start a street fight with me, bring it on, but you're going to be surprised by how ugly it gets. You don't even know my real name. I'm the Lizard King.
Now there is also Dwight, who, if you don't know, was an obedient human, but he is also ugly, and says in the show that he loves the law.
You're breaking the law.
Impossible. I love the law.
And after doing some research, strangling people to death is weirdly illegal, but I cannot imagine why that is. Anyway, it isn't digited. Now, Creed is also very suspicious because in one episode he came into the office covered in blood.
I didn't realize that everybody here dresses up every year.
Me neither.
It's Halloween. That is really, really good timing.
And now has done tons of illegal things in the past, but he is also old and ugly, so it isn't him. Now there is Jim, who throughout the show has murdered his wife Pam, his 2 children, and Dwight. Now when Jim did murder everyone he loves, it was never by strangling them though, so he's out. Now there are only 2 people left. Toby and the mysterious person who has yet to be revealed. During the series, it's revealed that the Strangler who was tried, George Howard Scoob, was convicted. Toby, however, seems to think Scooby was innocent after he was on the jury that locked him up for good. The scene that opens the video shows Toby explaining this change of heart, and Nellie Bertram wanting to hear all about his time on the case. From there, various conversations and clips of Toby's explanation for the Strangler are revisited. From there are a handful of moments from the series, which when compiled become clarar, in which Toby makes some comments and explanations that seem to be incriminating. Could he have been the Strangler all along? To some, it seems a bit unlikely that Toby was really the Strangler because of his quiet demeanor and general care for his work peers. He is also known to have a crush on Pam Beasleby, and to keep a general level head when taunted or berated by his boss, Michael Scourb. Those may be the very reasons, though, that Toby was pushed to commit murder. There is maybe one moment in the series where Toby confesses to being the killer. It's seen as a second clip in The Office's video. In it, Toby is explaining the silent killers, like Abbas Stoss, that could be in The Office. When Michael responds, "You're the silent killer," to Toby, he really responds, "You'll see." Toby's motives are up for discussion in the Orifice fan community. Some general points seem to be agreed upon, though. As shown in a number of Twitter conversations, the theory really dives into the idea that Toby's role as an outcast at work eventually drove him to insanity. From Michael's bullying and his rejection from Pam, a woman that didn't even know Toby had feelings for her went to marry another co-worker, there were reasons for the frustration in Toby's work and personal life to build. There are a few pieces of evidence that fans think shows Toby's role as the Strangler. One is possible confession, as noted above. Others at work where Toby were key moments, and how he reacted to triggering situations. Toby tries to attend the christening of Pam and Jim's daughter, Cece, at a church, but can't bring himself to go inside. This seems suspicious to a few viewers who knew little about Toby's religious background. There's seemingly no explanation as to why he had trouble facing the church or even making it up the steps. One theory, though, is after committing a series of brutal crimes, he wasn't able to face God or a place of religious worships. I can relate. I have committed several brutal and bloody crimes. Another giant moment that could prove Toby guilty is the Strangler car chase that passes the Orifice. The start of an episode shows the beloved co-workers eating popcorn and watching the news. As the Strangler's home is surrounded, he eventually ends up in a car chase with the police. Toby is the only member of the office who isn't there at the time. Sloeth-like fans pointed out the car the Strangler is apparently driving has been seen in the Dundare Mifflin parking lot before. If you are unaware, Dundare Mifflin is the office that they work at, giving a reason to suspect the Strangler does work in the building. Given Toby is the only missing employee, it likely seems that it is his car. There is also a moment featured in the video that shows the day Pam gives birth. The Strangler strikes again. This could show that Toby was upset about Pam's new child with another man. So upset, he had to kill. But I actually think that's a bunch of baloney because Toby is ugly and thin. My suspicion is that it was actually Big Chungus! There is a plethora of evidence in footage showing that Big Chungus saying he's a strangler, footage of him on the run, and much, much more. Just watch this.
There it is! There it is!
Plays video. Did you see it? Let me play it again.
There it is!
Hey guys, it's me, Big Chungus. I'm the Scranton Strangler from the show The Orifice from...
Do you see? Big Chungus! Right there! And this...
I'm excited. Today is beach day. Michael is taking the whole office to the beach, so I'm wearing my bathing suit underneath my shirt.
It is us, Hey guys, it's, Big Chungus back here again. Just wanna remind you, that, I'm actually the, guy from the...
See? Oh my god! The Office creators were so ingenious. They were trying to trick you by showing these tiny bits of evidence about Toby not going to church, blah, 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 saying you'll see and being made fun of. But you idiots forgot one thing. To open your eyes and realize that it was Big Chungus. It was Big Chungus. It was Big Chungus. It was Big Chungus.
But that's just a theory. I'm very confused.